Good morning everyone and welcome to this week's vlog. Pretty sure this is the start of the vlog, and if not, just ignore that. I have half an hour until my first meeting, and actually today I don't have that many. It's still the week after my vacation, so not a lot of people put meetings into my calendar, which I'm very happy about. And I started this day very slow because I just got my period tonight and I kind of have to take it a little bit slower today. Initially I was thinking to go to the office, but probably I won't. Maybe I will during my lunch break just for a few hours. But it really depends how I feel overall, and I'll see if I'll go later. I feel like the last few weeks I achieved a lot of different milestones, which I'm proud about, but I actually didn't acknowledge them that much yet. One of them is definitely hitting 1,000 subscribers, and I'm so happy that there's so many people of you who are interested in what I'm saying, and I feel so grateful and so honored. But it's also definitely changing how I view this whole thing, because I'm wondering who these people are, and I'm not really talking into a void anymore because there are many people watching, a lot of them strangers who I don't know. So I'm always happy and very open for feedback. If there's anything you want to address, please do so. It's something that really surprised me and made me very happy the last few days to see that so many people are interested in what I have to say, and I will try to say a lot of more interesting things in the future. Another important thing that I really wanted to share, and I think now is the right time, is that I got a promotion. And I've been talking about getting promoted in a few videos of mine over like the last year, and this April it was the time for me, and I'm very excited about that. I feel very grateful, and yeah, I think it's going to bring up a lot of changes that we can maybe talk about later on as well. And I also want to plan my future a little bit more regarding my career, but also my working times. And yeah, that's something I'm very interested in right now and very caught up in somewhat. So you see, I have a lot of things I want to talk about, and we're going to do this over the course of this vlog. We're probably going to do a nice classic work vlog. Let's see, maybe a few weekend shots or something. I'm definitely excited that you're here. Welcome. And I'll get into work now. I might make breakfast before, but I definitely have to work now. So. I don't know if you have this wherever you're from, but in Germany we have an app where you can order food that is about to expire, or like get it for takeaway from like local bakeries or cafes or restaurants. And I love the delivery option because sometimes you will have like a surprise bag and sometimes you know what's inside. The price is like a little bit cheaper than normal retail, but also you're just like saving food, so it's kind of nice. I saw this thing of mixed grains, and then I have some of those like stews that are vegan. It's like type butter chicken, and the other one is like a kind of very typical stew. And I've been cooking a lot of fresh stuff in like the last weeks especially. I feel like my diet has never been better than right now, and I'm doing so much for my health. Having something easy that I can just heat up like those stews is so helpful. And I'm really excited. I've been using this app more and more. Like especially this month. I've been to like bakeries as well, and I paid like €5 and get like so many bread rolls and like whole bread. The one that I ate this morning actually. So I'm very excited. I do have food for today, so I'm not gonna eat anything of that, but I will in the next days and try it out. I have an hour until my next meeting, and I do have a few things to do. I wasn't too sure if today's gonna be more of a slow day or not. But like with my period, I'm feeling fine, so I think I will just work normally and I don't even have to like call in sick, fingers crossed. But like the past few times, it's been so much easier, and I think it also has to do with my diet, and I'm supplementing some more things that I didn't before, so I think it's actually helpful. I feel like my mind is going like very fast because of the caffeine, so I'm gonna continue working, just get some things done and ride this high until it's done. feel like I should maybe change up my storage space behind me because the kitchen kind of gets warm in summer and I have the blackout thing that I use now, but it's still getting warm. So I was considering whether I should put all the food and condiments like down here into those like shelves that I can close and put everything else in here. Not sure if I'm like too excited about this idea, but I do have a lot of stuff. I like having a lot of things I can just grab when I need it. It is a work day and I'm in my car because I had to go to my doctor's office. I just had to get a document signed for my insurance, and getting there took longer than actually just getting the document signed. I went here, now I have to make the long way home and then get started with work. It's only like 9:15 or something. I drove here very early and I'm already pretty caffeinated because I took a cold brew and I drank half of it on the way here before even eating my breakfast that I packed. So I'm gonna have some more water, just drive home really slowly, and then I get started with work. Okay, so I'm back at my desk and I kind of have a meeting right now. I just asked my coworker whether I should still join because I'm already like 10 minutes late and I don't know if they even need me. But probably I will do that, and besides that, just get a little bit more organized. I was actually sick the last working day because of my period, so I haven't really looked into my mails for a few days. I will do that, and then I have meetings until lunch break, which I'm probably gonna postpone a little bit because it's only like 10 now, so I don't really need a break at 12. It's 12 now, so technically I have a break. And I have 0 vegetables in this house. I ordered groceries, which are gonna come like at 2:30 or something, but I'm probably gonna have lunch before that, so I really have to see what I'm gonna eat. Maybe I should just go really quickly and like get something green, because I cannot see myself not eating any vegetables for a meal. So it's 3:30 and I've been feeling so tired, I guess. So warm in here, it's like 27 degrees. It's like 24 outside, so if you want to know how insulated my home is, it's not. And I already said that I'm not really drinking too much caffeine anymore. The cold brew today was actually an exception. I'm kind of just drinking decaf whenever I do coffee with my coffee machine. I have some new beans to try, so I'm excited for that. Those are from a local coffee shop here in Hamburg, and I'm very excited to try them. I've been just getting the same ones from the same coffee place all the time. And I visited this place, I think in the beginning of this year, and I really like their coffee, and this packaging looks so cute. And it has a little dog on the back. There's another one. Oh my god. I just put some clothes on because I finished work and we're actually gonna take our bike. I mean, I'm gonna take my bike. I don't even know why I'm talking as if you're here with me. But I'm gonna take my bike because I want to go to the Asian supermarket and get some new tofu. And when I'm already there, I'm gonna get like another order of like a bread bag from this app that I told you about where you're saving food. And I decided I'm exclusively gonna get bread from a place where I can save it. And I need like half an hour with the bike there. So I'm also doing some sports. I'm doing good things for the environment. I'm doing good things for myself. I feel like I get so many karma points with that, so. This is insane. This is bigger than my head. I got a whole loaf of bread, 3 bread rolls and 2 of those cinnamon rolls type things for €3.80. It's Thursday morning and I'm very unsure whether I should take my bike. It's kind of windy, which I don't mind too much, but it might rain relatively soon and I just don't know when. I don't know if the risk is too big, but I kind of don't want to have to take the trains, so I might just try. Because we're going to the office today, so a little bit of physical exercise before might be nice. If you've been wondering where the fuck I am, we actually changed our office space. So we're not going to be in the old office that you saw the last few years, but from now on we're going to be here. And it's very exciting. It's our first week here. The space is entirely different and we have altogether a little bit less space, but it's very new. This meeting room is very nice. So I'm excited to kind of just explore this office and the area around it. I'm here with 2 coworkers of mine today and they're currently getting some lunch, but I feel like I kind of have to catch up with my tasks because we've been just kind of chatting the whole time and like getting coffee. But it's very nice to just see them and, interact a little bit. I actually took my bike this morning, which I'm so happy about. It was so good to just kind of get out and move my body a little bit. I'm probably gonna stay the whole day and then just do a very chill day at home later on. Currently almost 10 a.m. and I'm actually only having breakfast now, and I did have coffee before, which I usually don't do anymore, but since weeks I cannot sleep that well. I have trouble falling asleep, and usually it takes me like at least an hour, sometimes two. And because my first meeting was at 8:30 this morning, I only got up at like 8, and then I didn't want to eat. I just wanted some coffee and just get started. So we're having a late breakfast, which is fine though, because I do want to go to the gym in like 2 hours. So like 2 eggs and one piece of this enormous bread that I got yesterday. I think that's going to be enough. Yesterday I only had like 3 meetings, four, 5 meetings, but that's not too much for me, to be honest. Like sometimes it's like rather 10 or something. So today I only had one longer one, and now this one, and then later on another 2. So it's only 4 meetings, which is great. And then later on a coworker of mine is gonna come here, and we're probably gonna do some co-working and then eat something or whatever. And I want to go to bed early today. Good morning, everyone. As you probably noticed, it's the weekend. I stayed in bed for a little bit longer than I usually do. And I really like whenever I have a weekend day where I can just have a drink in bed and just stay there for a little bit. It doesn't happen too often that I'm up for that. Like, I like getting up early and doing things, but sometimes I feel like it's just so relaxing and rewarding if you can just stay in bed for a little bit longer. You've been with me throughout my work week on most days, I hope. I'm actually not sure anymore. And I've just been using the weekend to relax and recover a little bit. Currently, I feel as if my time is just passing by very quickly again. And it's been that way for a few weeks, I would say. I think in February and March, when I was feeling very bad mental health wise, I scheduled some more time to be mindful and be present because I needed to just not have a whole crash out. And since I've been feeling better, since about like 2 months, I feel like I lost this priority, and I've been putting less and less time to the side to, meditate or journal or to think about my feelings and feel my feelings. And it wasn't a big priority because I didn't need to feel as much, or at least that's how I interpreted it. But I think even if I'm having good days, it's important to take it slow sometimes and give myself the time and the space to see what comes up if it's quiet and not rushed. Things come up eventually. I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening that is not too great right now. I've been having a lot of changes in my personal life, but also in my work life. And I've been noticing that I'm not too satisfied with a lot of how things are happening. And if I want to find out how to proceed with them, I need to take time and think about it and let myself feel what I feel the disappointment and the feeling of being stuck and the anger, and figure out what I will do with those emotions and what they tell me to do. Now that I feel better, I feel like I sometimes use my busyness to distract myself from the things I still have to figure out to be happier long term. And I do use those distractions as like quick dopamine fixes to feel better and have fun. And having fun is important, and I feel like I really deserve fun and play right now because I've been struggling with that for a few months. But I know that like there's some underlying problems that I have to face and that I have to think about, and I need to make time to do that. Especially, you know, in a time like this where everything is so fast-paced. It is so difficult to just take your time and do nothing and just look out of the window. Because there's always something you could do, and there's always something I feel like I need to do. And spending like, I don't know, half of my waking time during the week at work doesn't really help with feeling like I have enough time for things. I've been talking about reducing my hours for quite a few videos by now, and I will talk to my team next week and figure out a solution for that, because I definitely want to reduce my hours. And I think that would be a first step of something I can actively do to give myself more space to figure out things and give myself more time for hobbies or non-productive things, which I think are so important, and for community. And a lot of times I feel like I'm wasting my time if I don't do anything, and that's probably something a lot of people feel. I think it's something that is just so indoctrinated in our society these days. But then again, am I really doing something if I'm scrolling on social media, or am I really doing something if I'm just rushing from meeting to meeting? Probably not. And most of those things I don't even do too consciously. Like, I'm there, but I'm not really there, you know? So I feel like I want to do more things actively, and that could be, you know, as I did this morning, drinking my coffee from bed and then doing some editing and not doing more things at the same time. And that could be taking a walk without my headphones. That could be not scheduling too many things. Anyway, I'm still thinking about this. I did want to kind of share my thoughts on that to wrap up this video. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the end of this week's vlog. I'm definitely excited to hear what you think about this. If you have any thoughts on that, any comments, if you have any advice, I'm happy about that too. And I think now I might actually go back to bed for a little bit, or just stay on the couch and read. I will do some laundry soon, and then I want to go to the gym later on. As it's a Sunday, I'm trying to be scroll free, so I'm not going to be on social media or on my phone too much. And I will probably do some crafting later on in the afternoon with a friend, so I think that's enough plans for today already. I'll get going with my stuff. Thanks for being here. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would be very happy if you do, but it's okay if you don't. See you next time.